Hey everybody! As you can see, I got another Halloween project, but this one is Happy Mail, and it is going to Angie of Gathering Jewels. And Angie on Instagram had a giveaway. It was called 30 Days of Kindness, I believe, and every day she made a post, and if you left a comment, she would pick a winner from the commenters, and I was one of her winners. So this is what she sent to me, and it's absolutely gorgeous and has everything I love. And I hadn't seen a loaded envelope like this before, but you can see it's 3 envelopes that have been attached together with this beautiful dangle. I haven't made one of these, and it was so fun to get this and look at it and see how it's made and put together. And it has just beautiful fibers and pearls and everything I just love. And it had this big beautiful bow on the front of it, and it's in this nice mint green and shabby chic pink and rose gold. And isn't this gorgeous, this rosette with a beautiful flower in the middle. I just have to get this die. I love the way that looks. And she altered some bottle caps, and I am so sorry that the little rhinestone is out of here, but living in the South, it's very humid and hot here all the time. And even though I have this in my curio cabinet, our little rhinestones and things like that have a tendency to fall off, and you actually have to cement everything to keep it intact. And see, I just popped that off by just touching it a certain way. It's the humidity that gets to it, but I will fix that. And inside, Angie made me these beautiful tags of my favorite girls, and she used a pink glitter paper for their hair, and I just love that. And I wouldn't have thought to do that. And you could see like these little I call them gingerbread people, but they're actually paper dolls, are done in that rose gold. It's just beautiful. Everything's just beautiful about this. And then in the middle envelope, she made me these beautiful embellishments. The rosettes are gorgeous. I don't think you can see it because it's nighttime here, but there is rose gold glitter paper with eyelash lace around the centers on the top of those rosettes. And she made me these altered bottle caps. Aren't they beautiful? With this pretty rosette with the pom-pom trim that's been made into a flower. Real pretty. And this real tiny like copper colored like embroidery floss wound in there. A lot of attention to detail and just beautiful. Even the little paper clips are like rose gold looking. Just beautiful. And then in the back here is another set of beautiful embellishments made with a tiny envelope and little rosettes and beautiful rhinestones and words. And this paper clip right here made on a rosette. Even the paper clip is like a rose gold. Everything is just beautiful. And thank you, Angie. I really appreciated this so much. And like I said, this is in my curio cabinet, and I'm keeping it all together because I love to look at it. It's just beautiful. I don't want to take it apart. Just going to keep it and look at it. So this is what I'm sending Angie, because I have been doing a lot of Halloween, and I just have enjoyed it, and I went with it. So what I have here is I'm sending her this card, and this right here is actually a Jolie sticker, and it's pretty significant. As a matter of fact, Angie, if you want to pull this off, this is actually a little frame, and I just have some, sticky back, double-sided foam sticky back. You should be able to pull it off, and then you could take the back of this off and put a picture that you want in there. And I hope you enjoy that piece. It's really cool. It's pretty heavy and everything. So that's that. And then, I was on the kick with the lights in those tag boxes. If you watched the fall YouTube hop I was in, and I have a tendency, I guess, to go to the Dollar General, and I was in there the other day, and I saw this coffin shaped. I don't know if you can see it. Probably better if it's far away to begin with. I'll pull this out a little bit so you can see it even better. I'm going to lift it up. Okay, there you go. And I saw that coffin shaped wood box. It's actually in their, what do you call it, Day of the Dead decorations. So it wasn't actually used this way. If you turn it around, I did cover it, but there was like the Day of the Dead skeleton guy right here, and I painted over him, and I just covered this with paper after that, just to cover it up, because you could still see it after I painted it, because the paint that they used to decorate this was raised. So I put this light, and I'll show it to you, Angie. It is hooked on here with Velcro, because on the opposite side is where you put the batteries in, and this is where you turn it off and on. So it's just Velcroed there to hold it in place. And as you can see here, I used gold, silver, black, and purple for my theme. And the boo on the top is this die right here from Tim Holtz. And it is 657455. It's the Gothic Boo. And then I'm going to just go in order. I use the cobweb behind the boo. It's this one right here. And we have 662375. And that one is the cobweb. Then I used this Tim Holtz die right here. And this one is 660965. And this one is called Skull. And that's the one that you see in the background. Now, I cut him on silver glitter paper, and let me just move it back a little bit. I don't want to mess up my camera again. Oh, you still can't see it. So anyway, when you cut that out on glitter paper, it does not show all that detail. And I was kind of disappointed in that, because I did want to use the silver paper. So what I did was used a Sharpie, and I traced over all the lines in the die cut, and it came out like that. And I thought that was perfect. So that right there, that little spider thing comes from Michael's. And then this one right here is a Jolie one. And then, of course, the skeleton is from the Dollar Tree. And it does say 31 on the outside, on the right hand side in purple, and of course that comes from this die right there. And I did the ghosts, the little ghosts, and that's from this die, which is, I'm sorry, I'm going to flip it around so I can see it better, 662377, and it's called Village Graveyard. Those are the ghosts on there. And then this right here is the Cottage Cuts die that's used on the bottom, called the Gothic Gate. And I did not like the pumpkins on there because the orange just like stuck out too much. So I put a crow on the right hand side and that little ghost and one of the purple roses that I made for inside this. And I'm going to bring it here one more time so you can see that I created these roses with a Marvy punch. I distressed ink them with 2 of the purple distress inks from Tim Holtz, and then I did the edges in black distress ink, and on top of that I used silver stickles to get that effect, and those flowers look really pretty. And the other thing I did was I put some green, you can see it that way when I turn it this way, green moss underneath the skeleton and underneath the roses here and up in here to make it look sort of like probably a coffin that hasn't been opened in years with the green moss growing in there. So this also lights up, as you can see, and I did get these lights. This is I think 20 count from the Dollar General as well. And so that I created that. Angie, I hope you like that and that you display it for Halloween. And then this is one of those books. If you follow Bona on YouTube, she had a tutorial recently on these. I'm sorry, I'm going to try to make this so it doesn't bounce anymore. There we go. She made these embellishment books, and so I made mine to coordinate with my decorative piece, and this is what I used for my decorations in the front. It is, again, Tim Holtz. You gotta love his Halloween stuff. It's amazing. This is 660964. 660964, and it is called the Jack-o'-lanterns. Very, very cute. And I cut mine out in silver, and I backed it with the purple, and I distressed with black soot around the outside of these jack-o'-lanterns. And this is my Creative Time bow, and I used, as you can see, those flowers that I created with my punch. These right here are a die that I've had quite a while. It's from Heartfelt Creations. And then this is just a die from my stash and some bling. And this is what the side looks like. I used this embellishment I got from Michael's. And this is how I decorated the back. I love this paper. I have one more stack of that left. I love how vintage it is. It's one of my favorite papers. And then this is what the inside looks like. And I didn't bring that die here, but this die was from my stash, and it's one that Bona used in her tutorial. And I will leave a link below to take you to her tutorial so you can make this yourself. And the embellishments that I made was this, the little witch's hats, which are clothespins in that pocket. And then in the bottom pocket down here, I made some silver bows, and I just left them plain in case Angie wants to use them on Christmas packages or Christmas projects. In here, I created these embellishments. These were created with the Jolie pumpkins that are cream colored, and I just created my own little tags and used this little bow from my stash and the little die cuts in the back. And then I included this little pack of stickers that coordinate with this set that I made. And last but not least, in the bottom of here, I created some flowers for Angie to use. So that is it for this project, and this will be my last Halloween. I am going to be moving on to Christmas, and so that's what I'll be doing next. So stay tuned for that. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and everybody, happy crafting.